Hello, Swatantra TV viewers. I am Mahima, welcoming you to our English bulletin with latest news, updates, and analysis. Over 116 people died and several others were injured in a stampede at a religious congregation at Hathras in Uttar Pradesh on Tuesday, officials said. They said the incident occurred at a satsang event in Pulrai village where people had gathered in large numbers. In an update based on reports from the hospital, a district official later said 50 to 116 people were believed killed. Victims, dead or unconscious, were brought to the Sikandara Rao Trauma Center in trucks and other vehicles. The bodies were laid outside the health center as people milled around them. One video clip showed a woman crying, sitting among 5 or 6 bodies in a truck. Another picture showed a man and a woman lying lifeless in another vehicle. The stampede apparently occurred due to overcrowding, the police said. According to officials, a team comprising the Agra Additional Director General of Police and the Divisional Commissioner of Aligarh will probe the incident. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath expressed condolences to the families of those killed in the stampede and instructed officials to reach the accident site and carry out relief measures. He announced a compensation of 2 lakh rupees ex gratia for the families of the dead and 50,000 rupees each for the injured. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Tuesday asked NDA MPs to follow parliamentary rules and conduct, and learn from senior members about the best practices, comments that came a day after the ruling alliance accused leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi of making a most irresponsible speech. Addressing a meeting of NDA MPs, Modi said the opposition is upset as for the first time a non-Congress leader, that too a chaiwala, has become Prime Minister for a third straight term, sources said. Highlighting his humble origins, he took an apparent jibe at the Nehru Gandhi family, saying that its members used to be Prime Minister and give little recognition to those from outside their fold, the sources said. Briefing reporters, Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiran Rijiju said Modi asked MPs to study parliamentary issues, attend Parliament regularly, and raise the matters related to their constituency effectively. Asked if Modi referred to Gandhi's Monday speech in Lok Sabha, Rijiju said he made no such mention but added that when the country's Prime Minister speaks, the message is for everyone. Union Minister and Lok Janshakti Party leader Chirag Paswan told reporters that NDA members were concerned over Gandhi's personal attacks on Modi and Speaker Om Birla and his remarks which hurt the feelings of the followers of different religions. In this context, the Prime Minister guided the newly elected MPs on how to conduct themselves. He brings vast experiences and inspires us, Paswan said. Gandhi had launched a fierce attack on the BJP in Lok Sabha on Monday, accusing it of practicing violence and spreading hate, drawing massive protests from the treasury benches, including Modi. The Congress leader had cited religious tenets to attack the BJP. However, many of his comments were later expunged by the chair. At the alliance meeting, Modi was felicitated by NDA leaders for his historic third term, Rijiju added. Leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi on Tuesday wrote to Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla over portions of his speech in the House having been expunged, saying that removing his considered remarks from records goes against the very tenets of parliamentary democracy and that they should be restored. In his letter to Birla, Gandhi also cited BJP MP Anurag Thakur's speech, saying that it was full of allegations but surprisingly only one word was expunged from it. He said this selective expunction defies logic. In his first speech as the leader of opposition in the Lok Sabha, Gandhi had launched a no-holds-barred attack on the BJP, accusing the leaders of the ruling party of dividing people on communal lines. Certain remarks he made during the discussion on the motion of thanks on the president's address in the Lok Sabha on Monday were later expunged. In his letter to Birla, Gandhi said while the chair derives powers to expunge certain remarks from the proceedings of the House, but the stipulation is only those kinds of words, the nature of which have been specified in Rule 380 of the Rules of Procedure and Conduct of Business in Lok Sabha. He asserted that it is every member's right to raise people's concerns on the floor of the House. Taking off from records his remarks goes against the very tenets of parliamentary democracy, Gandhi said in his letter to Birla. In this context, he also wished to draw attention to the speech of Anurag Thakur, whose speech was full of allegations. However, surprisingly only one word has been expunged, Gandhi said. Speaking with reporters outside Parliament complex, Gandhi said truth can be expunged in the world of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, but not in reality. The Rajya Sabha witnessed a war of words on Tuesday when Chairman Jagdeep Dhankar sarcastically said Jairam Ramesh should take the seat of leader of opposition Mallikarjun Kharge in an effort to discipline the Congress MP. Kharge, who is also the president of the Congress, retorted by saying the chairman was trying to bring in the caste system. The acrimony started when Dhankar asked Pramod Tiwari of the Congress not to state unverified facts. To this, Ramesh said it would be authenticated. At this point, Kharge retorted by saying do not bring in the Varna system. That is why the chairman is calling Ramesh very intelligent, and I am dull. An agitated Dhankar accused Kharge of twisting his remark and said he never meant it. Never in the history of parliamentary democracy and Rajya Sabha proceedings there has been such a disregard of the chair, he said. Kharge added that whatever he is today is because of Congress leader Sonia Gandhi and the people of the country. Later, Tiwari continued his speech on the motion of thanks to the President for her address to a joint sitting of Parliament.
You should immediately come and take seat in place of Mr. Kharge. Because by and large you are doing his job.
सर मेरा टाइम का ध्यान रखिएगा मेरे टाइम का
खड़गे जी आप सोचिए खड़गे जी खड़गे जी
Don't bring that Varna
क्या
still in your mind that Varna system is there. That's why you are calling Ramesh is a very intelligent, very that, and I am dull, so that
No,
he
no,
should
no,
be
no.
replaced.
No. 1 second. बैठिए खड़गे जी खड़गे जी खड़गे बैठिए एक बार बैठिए खड़गे जी मैं 1 सेकंड प्लीज नहीं सुनिए एक बात सुनिए खड़गे जी आप मेरी बात को नहीं समझ पाए जितना मैं आपका आदर करता हूं उसका एक अंश भी आप मेरे लिए करेंगे दिल को टटोल कर तो आपको महसूस होगा मैंने कहा क्या है मैंने ये कहा है कि जब सुन तो नहीं रहे आप जब प्रथम पंक्ति के अंदर आप जैसा व्यक्तित्व है 56 साल का अनुभव है उनको भी हर कदम के ऊपर जयराम रमेश टिक्का टिप्पणी करके मदद करना चाहते हैं अभी देखिए
YSRCP member Yeram Venkat Subba Reddy on Tuesday accused the ruling TDP of engaging in sponsored and organized violence against the YSRCP leadership and cadre instead of pushing for special category status for Andhra Pradesh. Speaking during the debate on the motion of thanks to the President's address in Rajya Sabha, Reddy emphasized that special category status is not merely a demand but a right of the people of Andhra Pradesh, which has suffered immensely due to unjust bifurcation. Rather than demanding a special category status, the ruling TDP, after coming to power, has sponsored and enabled brutal way of organized violence on leadership, cadre of YSRCP, he alleged. Reddy urged the TDP, an NDA ally, to focus on securing special status for the state. The YSRCP MP also urged the centre to expedite the completion of the Polvaram irrigation project by releasing necessary funds. Additionally, he requested the privatization of the Vizag steel plant and allocation of funds for plant revival. Addressing medical education concerns, Reddy advocated for increasing NEET-UG seats from the current 55,648 to 1 lakh, highlighting the growing number of aspirants and the significant shortage of seats in government medical colleges.
So, all TDP, Telugu Party has to do in this situation is ask the central government for special category status for the people of AP, and the dream of all the people of Andhra Pradesh will be fulfilled, sir. The special category status is not a mere demand, sir, but a right of the people of Andhra Pradesh, which has suffered immensely due to the unjust bifurcation, sir. The state has also faced several challenges in resolving the pending issues related to the bifurcation, such as the sharing of assets, liabilities, the allocation of employees, the division of institutions, and the completion of projects, sir. Sir, however, rather than demanding special category status over the last 5 weeks after the result has come, the route
Telangana Chief Minister A. Revant Reddy on Tuesday said Telugu film industry bigwigs, who seek government permission to increase ticket prices when a big budget film is released, are not fulfilling their social responsibility to raise awareness on the menace of drugs and cybercrime. He directed the officials to set a precondition to filmmakers to provide a video of 1 or 2 minutes duration to the government to promote awareness on drugs and cybercrime when they approach the government to hike ticket prices. The video can be made with the same cast who acted in the film for which permission to hike ticket prices is sought, he said. It is a routine practice in Telangana and neighbouring Andhra Pradesh to increase ticket prices, with government permission, for some days after the film's release. Revant Reddy, who was speaking after flagging off a fleet of vehicles of State Anti-Narcotics Bureau and Cyber Security Bureau, appreciated mega star Chiranjeevi for handing over a video to the government against the problem of narcotic substances. The Chief Minister also asked the Hyderabad and Rachakonda police commissioners here to place the request before filmmakers to provide a short-duration video to raise awareness against narcotics and cybercrime when permissions are sought for film shootings.
నేను స్పష్టంగా మా అధికారులకు ఆదేశిస్తున్నాను. ఎంత పెద్దవాళ్ళు ఎవరు వచ్చి మనల్ని రిక్వెస్ట్ చేసినా వాళ్ళు సైబర్ క్రైమ్కు సంబంధించి డ్రగ్స్ నియంత్రణకు సంబంధించి ఆ సినిమాలో నటించిన తారాగణం, ఆ సినిమా ప్రొడ్యూసర్స్ 1.5-2 మినిట్స్ నిడివిగల ఈ సమాజాన్ని పట్టి పీడిస్తున్న వీటికి వ్యతిరేకంగా వాళ్ళు మనకు వీడియో విజువల్స్ తీసుకొచ్చి ఇస్తేనే వాళ్ళకి ఏమైనా వెసులుబాటు సౌలభ్యాలు ఇవ్వాలి. ఎందుకంటే సమాజం నుంచి ఎంతో వాళ్ళు తీసుకుంటున్నారు. సమాజానికి వాళ్ళు కొంతైనా ఇవ్వాలి, అది వాళ్ళ బాధ్యత. అట్లా కాకుండా మేము 100 కోట్లు పెట్టుబడి పెట్టినాం మా సినిమాకు, మేము టికెట్లు పెంచుకొని మేము సంపాదించుకుంటామన్న ఆలోచన ఏదైతుందో మంచిదే, మీ వ్యాపారం మంచిదే. కానీ సామాజిక బాధ్యత, డ్రగ్స్ నియంత్రించకపోతే, ఈ సైబర్ క్రైమ్లను నియంత్రించకపోతే ఈ సమాజమే నిర్వీర్యం అవుతుంది. ఈ సమాజాన్ని కాపాడాల్సిన బాధ్యత, ఈ సమాజానికి సహకరించాల్సిన బాధ్యత సినీ పరిశ్రమ మీద ఉన్నది. కాబట్టి ఎవరైతే ఏదైనా ఈ ప్రభుత్వం నుంచి ఏదైనా సహకారం కావాలి అని వస్తే వాళ్ళు సమాజానికి సహకరించాలి. ఇది ఒకటే మా ప్రీ కండిషన్.
Over a dozen students were detained while attempting to march towards the parliament on Tuesday to protest against alleged irregularities in several competitive exams. The students belonging to different outfits under the banner India Against NTA gathered at the Patel Chowk metro station here and started raising anti-NTA slogans. Carrying posters and banners with slogans like Sack Union Education Minister and NTA must go written over them, the students staged demonstration against the reported incidents of paper leak and corruption in the medical entrance exam, besides others. The Delhi police detained the protesting students while they tried to march towards the parliament to press their demands. After holding a presser at the press club, the students gathered at the Patel Chowk metro station from where they started marching towards the parliament. Over a dozen students were detained while attempting to do so, said a police officer. various students' outfits under the banner India Against NTA have been staging an indefinite sit-in at the Jantar Mantar here against alleged rigging in the NTA-held examinations NEET UG, PG and UGC NET. Their protest entered its seventh day on Tuesday with a call to take out a march to the parliament to forward the agitation. The members of left-backed All India Students Association and Delhi University's Krantikari Yuva Sangathan are among those sitting on the protest. Their demands include scrapping of NTA, Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan's resignation and decentralization of entrance examinations. Andhra Pradesh Deputy Chief Minister Pawan Kalyan on Monday said he declined to accept his salary and any special allowances, including new furniture, for his office, considering the precarious financial condition of the state. The Deputy Chief Minister said that officials at his camp office recently asked him about its renovation and purchase of furniture, but he rejected those privileges. The officials asked what to do about the camp office renovation and repairs. He told them not to do anything and leave it alone. The actor politician further mentioned that officials from the secretariat came to get his signature on documents related to his salary of 35,000 rupees for attending the house for 3 days. However, he told them that he could not take the salary. Kalyan claimed that the Panchayat Raj department, which he heads as a minister, lacked adequate funds, prompting him to deny these privileges.
నాకే క్యాంప్ ఆఫీస్ ఇస్తే నన్ను అడుగుతా ఉన్నారు ఏం చేయమంటారు మరమ్మతులు అంటే ఏం చేయగల అలా ఉంచండి అన్నాను కొత్త ఫర్నిచర్ నేను కొనకండి నేను తెచ్చుకుంటాను అవసరమైతే అలాగే మన సెక్రటేరియట్ నుంచి స్టాఫ్ వచ్చారు మీకు ఈ మధ్యన అసెంబ్లీకి వచ్చారు కదా మీకు జీతం ఈ 3-4 రోజులు కలిపి మీకు 35,000 వస్తుంది మీకు అని సంతకాలు పెట్టే మనస్కరించాలి నేనేమనుకున్నాను జీతం తీసుకొని పని చేద్దాం అనుకుంటే యాక్చువల్లీ లోపలికి వెళ్ళి పంచాయతీ నిధులను చూస్తూ ఉంటే డబ్బులు లేవు పంచాయతీ శాఖలు ఎన్ని వేల కోట్ల అప్పులు ఉన్నాయో తెలియట్లా ఒక్కొక్క హెడ్ తవ్వే కొద్దీ అంటే ఒక్కొక్క దానికి ఏ హెడ్ కింద ఎంత ఖర్చు అవసరం తవ్వే కొద్దీ అసలు అనంతంగా లోపలికి వెళ్తానే ఉంది మాకు ఒకటే అనిపించింది ఇవన్నీ కరెక్ట్ చేయాలి ఇవన్నీ ఇంత అప్పుల్లో మనకి పంచాయతీరాజ్ శాఖ ఉన్నప్పుడు నాలంటూ డబ్బులు తీసుకోవడం చాలా తప్పు అనిపించింది అందుకని వాళ్ళకి చెప్పి నేను జీతాన్ని వదిలేస్తున్నాను నా జీతాలు ఏం వద్దు కానీ నా దేశం కోసం మా నేల కోసం పని చేస్తున్నాను
6:12 p.m. 2nd July 2024, Sri Ramulu Sir English, Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Tuesday said the people have given his government a mandate for stability and continuity for the third consecutive term after testing it on every criterion. Replying to a 2-day debate on the President's address to both houses of Parliament, he said the people have seen the dedication with which his government served them for 10 years. In third term, the BJP-led NDA government will work with triple the speed. The third term means the government will put in thrice the strength, Modi said in the Lok Sabha, amid vociferous protests by the opposition. He said the mandate for the BJP's rivals was to sit in the opposition and keep shouting after running out of arguments. Before the Prime Minister's reply, opposition members wanted the Prime Minister said he can understand the pain of some, who despite spreading lies and misleading the people, had to face a massive defeat in the Lok Sabha elections. Modi said this was the first time in the history of the Congress that for 3 consecutive times it has not been able to cross 100 seats. The Prime Minister said India's prestige has increased and the country is being looked up to by the world. Modi said before 2014, people had lost self-confidence. When there is a lack of confidence, it becomes difficult for the person and the country to stand up. The common people used to say this country cannot achieve anything. Only news of scams prevailed, the Prime Minister said. 6:20 p.m., 2nd July 2024, Sri Ramulu Sir English, applicant, Kavita, is an accomplished and well-educated woman. As mentioned in the contents of the application itself, applicant K. Kavita is a member of the Telangana Legislative Council from the Nizamabad local body's constituency and has held significant political positions, including Member of Parliament, MP, for Nizamabad formerly, it noted.
आदरणीय सभापति जी, कांग्रेस पार्टी प्रारंभ से ही आरक्षण की घोर विरोधी रही है। नेहरू जी ने तो मुख्यमंत्रियों को चिट्ठी लिख करके साफ साफ शब्दों में आरक्षण का विरोध किया था। कांग्रेस के एक प्रधानमंत्री श्रीमती इंदिरा गांधी जी ने मंडल कमीशन का रिपोर्ट ठंडे बक्से में सालों तक दबाए रखा था। आदरणीय सभापति जी, कांग्रेस पार्टी के तीसरे प्रधानमंत्री श्रीमान राजीव गांधी और जब विपक्ष में थे उनका सबसे लंबा भाषण आरक्षण के खिलाफ था। वो आज भी संसद के रिकॉर्ड में उपलब्ध है। आदरणीय सभापति जी,
Equity benchmark indices Sensex and Nifty hit fresh lifetime high levels before closing flat due to profit-taking in select banking and telecom shares amid mixed global cues on Tuesday. The 30-share BSE Sensex declined 34.74 points or 0.04% to settle at 79,441.45 in a volatile trade. During the day, it jumped 379.68 points or 0.47% to hit a record peak of 79,855.87. The Nifty declined by 18.10 points or 0.07% to 24,123.85. Intraday, it climbed 94.4 points or 0.39% to hit a lifetime high of 24,236.35. Among the Sensex pack, Kotak Mahindra Bank, Bharti Airtel, IndusInd Bank, Tata Motors, ICICI Bank, Bajaj Finance, State Bank of India and Titan were the biggest laggards. Larsen & Toubro, Infosys, HDFC Bank, Tata Consultancy Services, HCL Technologies and Tata Steel were the biggest gainers. Investors are closely monitoring the progress of monsoon, the forthcoming union budget, alongside the US election, which can have potential global economic implications, Nair added. On Monday, the BSE benchmark settled higher by 443.46 points or 0.56% at an all-time peak of 79,476.19. The Nifty climbed 131.35 points or 0.55% to settle at a fresh lifetime high of 24,141.95. Among indices, telecommunication declined 1.31%, Bankex 0.91%, Auto 0.74% and financial services 0.67% were among the major laggards. IT, capital goods, realty and tech were the winners. Foreign institutional investors offloaded equities worth 426.03 crore rupees on Monday, according to exchange data. Thank you for watching Swatantra TV English Bulletin. For a complete and comprehensive English news bulletin, please do watch Swatantra TV. This is Mahima, signing off. Keep watching Swatantra TV.